Hey, First Assembly family, thank you so much for joining us this past Sunday as we started a new series, Can I Get a Witness? Let's take a look at this week's sermon recap. In this first installment of the series, Pastor Terry talks about what it means to be real fishermen. In Matthew chapter 4, Jesus is calling some of his disciples to follow him. We see them casting their nets out into the sea, trying to draw these fish into them, and Jesus says, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." So just like the call that Jesus put on his disciples, we are also called to be fishers of men. And there are 3 steps when it comes to witnessing. Step number 1, put bait on your hook. Now, what is bait? Bait is any story of God's goodness. It can be your testimony, how God has healed you, how God has healed someone you loved. Any story about God's goodness is bait for you to put on your hook. The second step is to put your hook in the water. You can't catch fish if you don't put your hook in the water. So it's one thing for us to have our bait and to put it on our hook, but we need to cast it out. We need to put it out there for people to catch on to it. And step number 3, fish where the fish are. Too many times we're fishing in the wrong water. Whether it's a swimming pool or an aquarium, we are called to fish into the deep waters. And not only that, good fishermen know where the fish are biting. So go where the fish are. Lastly, we see that there's this emphasis on immediately in this chapter. That word immediately implies an urgency. Wouldn't you say there's an urgency to catch some of the fish out there? We hope you were encouraged this week by our message. Please join us next week for week 2 of our Can I Get a Witness series. Have a great week, First Assembly family.